What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Season 3 premiere of Yellowstone. Insane first 2 seasons of this show. Just everything about the characters, the story, everything about it has been awesome. And that season 2 finale was so gut-wrenching and just so insane. It's like this whole time it was building towards this obvious like shootout, saving of Tate. And the way like things were playing out throughout the episode, I thought that was going to be the last one that we were going to see Rip in.
Oh my God.
The whole like altering of the trust and including him, basically embracing him and giving him something that he's been desiring basically since he was a kid.
Just to be a part of the family.
Be considered a son.
Yeah.
And he got his own little house. That cabin looks absolutely amazing.
He got a letter like calling him your son.
So good.
And oh my God.
So like all of that building up to the point where Rip became the one to like draw the fire. I'm like, this amazing story ends in season 2.
I don't
like. Yeah, I was
so upset.
I was so set on that happening to the point where it was like upsetting. Mm-hmm. And when everything played out and the Beck brothers got what they deserved, one of them getting friggin' murdered on the toilet, and the way Casey just handled that, shooting him in the stomach, shooting him in the like leg, and then being like, there's like hundreds of places I could shoot you where you're not gonna die for a while.
Yeah.
This
it's
dude,
like the Duttons send their regards.
Yeah. So insane the way he handled that. And we've been told Casey's a very dangerous dude, and we've seen him in action.
I believe it.
And the fact that he was like, this is what I do best. Yeah, that was surgical and just incredible. That whole plan. Day. Yeah, exactly. That just everything about the plan and it working perfectly. And the fact that no one on the Dutton side was harmed. Dan ended up passing, which, I mean...
We knew he was not long for this world.
But it was really interesting because the last couple times that we actually saw Dan, he showed a different side of his personality because he saw what happened to Beth and he like you saw him soften up a little bit and just... Things were kind of changing a little bit. Like, they were all on the same page for a minute.
Except for the whole I am God thing.
I mean...
Good Lord.
But that was older. That was when he learned how to shoot.
But still.
I'm just talking about very recently to where they were all getting on the same page with Thomas and John and trying to figure out the Beck brothers because they proved to be a really big problem. And they're eliminated now. Dan's out of the picture. Thomas is obviously... I assume is going to be like the focal point now.
Yeah.
Like his whole plan and everything that he's still got going on, because now that the Beck brothers are gone, it feels like Thomas is going to be able to move forward and they could go back to
I mean, not that he couldn't do whatever he wanted before.
I mean, they had to eliminate the Beck brothers. They were too dangerous.
And he doesn't need Dan.
No, he doesn't need Dan and didn't need him. And they were trying to figure out an easy way to get him out. And that's now taken care of for them.
Yeah, I guess that's done then.
So Tate... He was rescued. He obviously has been through a lot and he's going to need some help and a lot of family loving and some professional care and all of that stuff. And just his reaction when Casey's like, it's dad, it's dad, it's dad. And he was hysterical. His head was shaved. He was in the bathtub. Just a horrible scene. Just happy that he's alive because I wasn't sure where they were going to go with that.
I know.
I was concerned that they would take him out just for the story purposes of things getting friggin' insane, but they decided not to. Casey had him in the back of the truck driving home. He needs to get back with his mama, and again, we need to get that boy some help and get him with Lucky and maybe get him writing and get some distraction and some good stuff.
Yeah.
So absolutely insane. I feel like that's the good word to choose here, is just insane. That finale, the flow of it, the pacing of it, the story that they told, the way they made it feel like certain things were going to play out and then them not happening. It's just the fact that Rip survived was just such a great surprise because it felt like it was like, oh, you're sending him in first with no gear on, no protection on a horse with a shotgun. I'm like, dude's dead.
I hope that the opening of this season doesn't be like Rip was hiding a bullet wound this whole time and like now he's gonna die, or the horse also we didn't see some bullet wound.
I think he's clear.
I
think they all got out of there from the looks of it, but you never know. One really quick, important, very important piece of business that we need to get to here. I think it's about time that we give y'all a name.
Oh.
A lot of our really big shows.
That's true.
We've always named the fans of the show, those that watch our reactions. And so I think season 3 is a good time for it.
Yellowstoners?
Yellowstone. You guys get to pick it. We're not going to let Nikki pick. What do you guys want to be called? Leave it down in the comments below, and we'll pick the one that is either what we think is best or the one that is most mentioned.
Like, what's up, cowboys?
Yeah, but it's not just a show about cowboys. There's a lot more to it, and we don't want to alien anyone. So we'll see where it goes and see what you guys come up with, and then maybe by episode 2 or 3, we'll have a name for y'all.
Regulators? Mount up? Anyone? Okay.
It's got to be related to the show.
What? Mount up? No? Was that Warren G?
I mean, you get on horses. Yes, true. You got to mount your horse. Yeah. So, all right. With that out of the way, leave all those thoughts down below. But you ready for the premiere of season 3?
Yes.
Let's go.
I forgot to mention that Dabney Coleman was John's father in the last season.
Oh, the flashback.
The amazing 9 to 5 actor. And R.I.P., he died on our anniversary.
Wow.
Sad. Oh, yeah, Jamie's going to be a dad still.
Oh, yeah, that whole storyline. And his murder.
Poor baby. I'm just going to keep saying that because I feel terrible about it.
Ride those east pastures, Casey. With all this rain, see if any of that clover came up.
Yeah, easy to spot. You gonna be back by tonight?
Yeah, doesn't take long to quit something, son. I'll be back by noon.
Oh,
Yeah, you can dress in the car.
thanks. Yeah.
Shit.
Don't say it.
I don't have to. Can't say it any better than that. Just go back to sleep, so okay?
The music was very interesting to open up. I wasn't sure what we were dealing with. Like John getting all dressed like that.
Yeah. Looked like he was going to a funeral.
Yeah.
But he's going to go quit.
He'll be back by noon.
Doesn't take long to quit something. I'm sure they don't want him to stay.
The storyline with Tate's going to be
Heavy.
very difficult.
Not exactly as I told you to say it, understood?
Understood. Trust me.
Don't say that.
Trust me?
Yeah.
Whoops.
I don't know where to start.
I know where to start.
We had evidence that Beck's used aircraft to poison cattle along the Highway 89 corridor south of Emigrant. Upon serving a warrant based on that information, we discovered additional evidence of a kidnapping.
We know all this, Jamie.
Livestock agents are bound by law to intervene in any active crime. That duty supersedes jurisdictional boundaries.
You're not wrong, but it doesn't alter the lens. It doesn't change the way it looks, and how it looks
is all that matters anymore, John.
A lot of dead
people
people. Yeah, 6 dead.
When the blanket gets pulled back on this thing, and the nation knows that the family member that was kidnapped was yours, this stops looking like law enforcement. It starts looking
It looks like a feud. It looks like a gross misuse of power.
We don't have a solution.
I have a solution. You leave the blanket right where it is. I'll resign as livestock commissioner and accept full responsibility for my agent's overreach. And you stop looking. You let it go. You talk about militias and human smuggling, and you take the credit. And you leave me and my family out of it. That cleans things up on my end.
This is a state issue, and that's where I want it to stay.
And this keeps it a state issue?
It gives me what I need, yes.
Great. Have you thought about your replacement?
Give me till next week.
Rip.
I don't think so. I don't think he can have...
Casey.
I don't think Casey can either. He's got too much blood on his hands.
I mean, when they made him an officer, his background check was clean.
Dutton's office is under intense scrutiny for its use of force in multiple gun battles that led to the death of both.
How do you think this is gonna work out for him?
Depends on whether he's as smart as I think he is.
I watched him in the field. He had honor when most wouldn't.
What are you saying?
Saying maybe he's not the enemy we think he is.
When there's one thing that two men want, they can either share it or be enemies. Are you suggesting we share it?
Suggesting things isn't my job, Chairman. That's yours.
I like him. He's a badass. But I always like it when like the person in charge is like, "What do you say?" I'm like, "I'm not a decision maker.
I didn't say shit.
I'm just offering up a perspective."
Feel good turning the cattle back out?
Should have clovered up this last rain. I think we ought to wait until July.
We're running out of hay. Feeding cattle all summer's no way to make a living.
Well, shit, we'll just do it like the old days. Grab a track wagon, bring it out here, and we'll babysit them all summer long.
It's not the worst idea. The fuck?
Oh, hell no.
Fuck are they? You all lost?
It's a possibility. Is this part of the Paradise Valley Sporting Club?
Wrong side of that fence.
I told you.
You all staying at the sporting club?
They own it.
Who are they?
Providence Hospitality Management. I'm Ellis Steele. My firm is representing Market Equities.
We don't know what that is.
They manage resort properties. We watch out for their interests. This your land? Incredible. I didn't catch your name.
That's because I didn't offer it.
I love it.
Fair enough. We'll get out of your way.
Probably a good idea.
You know, I can understand you being wary. A bunch of city folks wandering in your field. I apologize. Why don't you come by the resort and have dinner? On us. After all, you're going to be neighbors. It's best if you all get along.
Fucking rip.
Ellis Steele, huh? Get the fuck off my land,
The
bruh.
properties highlighted in red are the ones we purchased.
How much acreage total?
A little over 17,000.
Damn, Beth.
Good job, Beth.
Well, it's what you pay me to do.
I want you to hold off on the conservation easements.
Well, that income offsets our tax liability.
I know, but there could be bigger income on the horizon. Market Equities bought Jenkins' place, hired a hotel management group to oversee it.
That was fast.
The estate didn't have a choice. He was losing 6 figures a month.
Damn.
So who's running the property now?
Providence.
That's a big company.
It's the one you bring in when your goal is expansion, and your expansion is bigger than casinos and golf courses.
You heard any rumors about their plans?
Probably the same as their plans in Austin and Scottsdale. Keep buying. Buy every fucking thing you can get your hands on.
Will do.
Holy shit.
Lloyd, let's get the mules out of the field. Let's clean up that chuck wagon. We're running the spike camp this summer. Understand?
Wait, what's the spike camp?
It's 38 even. Care to donate to the jar fund? Sure. You know, you should start a GoFundMe page. What's that? It's a pickle jar the whole world can reach. Your boy. Dealing with this, and he still does that to you. Someone's doing it to you, too. Not any more than that. How?
Oh, honey.
How did you make him stop? My boyfriend put his head through a wall. Then I smashed his skull with an 8-pound ashtray. New boyfriend. Big ass ashtray.
Holy shit, dude.
Hey! How you doing? You're trespassing! Get out of our fucking river!
I can't. That'd be trespassing. See, the women in this valley have gotten a lot more fashionable.
You see, Chippendales changed their policy on cap teeth.
Oh, shit.
It's an insult.
Only an insult if I understand it.
Yeah, that's not true. Both sides of the river are private property.
I know, that's why I can't get out.
Well, how did you get in?
My family owns the place upriver, Cross Creek Ranch.
Yeah, that's 5 miles upstream.
I was blessed with stamina.
I highly doubt it.
You have any interest in dinner?
Oh,
No.
fuck off.
I dine on my joyful life. Just stay off our fucking land, okay?
I'll stay off your fucking land, I promise. Thanks for the talk.
Dick.
The most interesting thing that's happened to me today.
You should analyze that.
Why is he a dick? He didn't do anything wrong.
He's on their fucking land, dude.
He's just fly fishing.
I don't know. If Beth don't like him, I don't like him either.
I'm like, what'd he do to you?
Every fucking thing. I'd be like, Dad, some dick in the fucking river, dude. Sorry.
It's a good trade for them. They're happy to make it.
How about you? You happy?
Never wanted that office, Beth. Wanted the control. I still have that.
This might be a tougher sell.
Well, lucky I got you to sell it for me.
There's something going down in Paradise Valley. There's a bunch of suits wandering around up there when we got up there.
Suits?
Yeah, I was gonna get to that.
One problem at a time.
Didn't she just say, don't tell Dad?
I need to name my replacement as commissioner. So I'm naming you.
Oh.
You just gonna tell me this now, after you already quit?
If I told you before, you'd say no. Then I couldn't quit.
Well, I'm still saying no.
Casey.
I ain't no politician. You want a politician? You got one, standing right there. You got another one in the bunkhouse, living like a fucking orphan. I told you I would help you run this place, and I'm doing that. The only way I know how. I won't do it.
Let Beth do it.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, as long as it's you.
Can't be me. You can't have family in that office.
I can't trust him. All he does is prove it.
You can trust him to be exactly what he is.
Oh, we're talking about Jamie.
Jamie will always do what is best for himself, Dad. And he will use that office to become popular with his constituents. His constituents are ranchers. Well, it's good for their ranches. It's good for ours.
Interesting. I think Rip has a record. I don't think you can put...
I forget that role is like actual like office of like a politician.
Oh!
Jimmy!
Okay, come on. You get bucked off shit for a living now. This will be a piece of cake for you.
Take in consideration that you gotta have a brain in order to get it concussed, so you'll be all right.
I love these guys.
Bro, just try not to rub my dick or your mom's gonna be really pissed.
Oh.
That was funny.
Okay, here we go. I love Jimmy so much.
Here we go.
Oh, shit.
That's what we call karma, bitch!
Your mom is gonna be really pissed. There he is.
Oh, damn.
Whoa.
Tell us how you feel.
I would puke instantly.
I don't really understand the purpose of this, but let's do it.
Is something gonna happen?
Oh, God. Is John gonna come in and be like, what the fuck?
We're taking off! Oh, shit!
Did he break his arm?
Are you good?
Oh, dude.
Wasn't my time with her up.
What the fuck are you doing?
Uh-oh.
Jimmy, it's 3:30 in the morning. Get a fucking watch, will you? You okay?
Yeah.
Careful with these idiots. Ran a brain cell between the bunch of them. In 1 fucking hour, you have to saddle the whole barn. We're pushing pairs in the morning. And that means I want wall tents set up. And you're supposed to keep a cap on these mornings. At your fucking age, will you, Lloyd?
I love it. Uh-oh. Is he hurt? He's hurt.
He's playing it off to blend in.
You know, Monica, I never got to say I'm sorry. I just sent him down there to feed his horse, trying to give him some responsibility. Not that it's my place, but I should have asked.
It's not your fault that they took him, and I can't thank you enough for bringing him back.
We all got him back.
Casey used to tell me what a war it was for you keeping this place. When this land belonged to my people 150 years ago, children were stolen, men were killed, families herded away like cattle.
God.
And nothing's changed, except you're the Indian now.
Maybe so.
Casey said that you're building a camp near the cattle.
Yeah, don't have much choice or someone will try to kill or steal them too.
Will you do me a favor?
Anything.
Would Would you take Tate with you? I can't think of a better medicine than stars for the ceiling. Would you do that for me?
Of course.
Good night.
Good night. Stick that horse back in the barn. Move your gear out of the bunkhouse.
Move it where?
The lodge.
Why?
Because I can't have the livestock commissioner living in the bunkhouse. I'll make the appointment official tomorrow. And if you betray me again, you're dead to me, son. You understand?
I'm not sure if he just means like figuratively either.
No.
I won't betray you. You have my word.
Like he will kill you.
We're about to find out what that's worth.
Oh, shit.
I wasn't sure Jamie was ever going to get an opportunity to do something big again.
No, but I think he needed to do this. You need to do some manual labor.
Get some humbling.
Yeah, get your mind right.
Some perspective.
Sorry about the commission. It's not me.
You're my son. I know exactly who you are, and don't you ever be sorry for it.
Don't say that shit.
We're ready here, boss. Nothing prettier on this earth.
As free as a man can be.
Makes you wonder who's gonna feed this world when there's none of us left.
Nobody, Lloyd. We're all just gonna go hungry.
Wow.
I love that the mules are named Zorro and Pedro.
I love...
What a sight. What a sight.
I love that John could like put Casey in a position, be like, no, that's not me. And then later he apologizes about it. And he's like, you're my kid. I know exactly who you are. Don't ever apologize for it.
Yeah.
I love that type of interaction. Wow.
That's camping.
That's how they used to do it, Grandpa?
Just like this. Why don't you run up there, see if you can steal some of Lloyd's kindling?
Lloyd's not going to tell you no either. Tate.
It's good to have him back.
I got a cease and desist order.
State court has no authority here. Get him out of here.
State court didn't issue it. Circuit court out of Helena.
What did Dan do?
My firm is representing Market Equities. It would be best if you spoke through legal counsel.
I'll speak for myself.
Without counsel present or advising, you could claim lack of capacity, and the court could nullify any agreement suggested or implied.
Are you saying I'm incapable of understanding you when you speak?
Unclear at the moment. But I can assure you this. When I'm done, my client's position will be perfectly clear.
Uh-oh. So now we have Thomas and John that could have yet another common enemy. Common enemy. Say that 10 times fast. Well, hello there.
You know, houses are like boats. They need to be christened.
Well, thoughts cross my mind.
To your new house.
You supposed to share that with him or nah?
Their moods and tones are just so different when they're together.
Just kidding.
They both become such softies. Even though Beth will still...
And Rip is always a softie for her, no matter what.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh. I guess you'll just have to help me out with that.
Let me pour you another.
You know, I'll take that one.
Body shots.
Rip.
That's not scary. Or anything.
Don't worry about that wolf, Mamas. I won't let him get to you.
It's like, especially there, where like any kind of creature could show up.
Dad's not back yet.
I'm not coming back. It's what's it's heard tonight. You got the easy job.
Everybody spooked.
Hey, where you going? You're all right. What? You're all right.
That's some real camping right there.
So that wolf, he's out there walking
And
around
he's
by
hungry.
himself, calling out to his friends so they always know where he is.
Is he scared?
No, wolves don't get scared. It's not in their genes. They get weary, but smart,
Like people.
like some people.
I have nightmares.
Oh, Tate.
You want to talk about it?
I'm in that room. The floor just disappears. I fall, keep falling. I scream. Oh, God. No sound comes out. No one hears me, so no one comes to help me.
You know what dreams are? It's your memories and your imagination all mixed together into this soup of what's real, what's made up. The thing about this soup is you can change the ingredients, Tate. You can put in whatever you want to. Any memory, any fantasy, you can be a baseball star who opens Christmas presents all day long.
If you build it, they will come.
So when you close your eyes later, decide what you're gonna dream, and that'll be the dream.
This poor kid.
Have you ever had a nightmare?
All the damn time.
I have this one. I'm driving down the road and there's these people pulled over. I pull over to help, but they don't want help. They want something else.
Oh, God.
What do they want?
It doesn't matter.
Because you changed the ingredients.
That's right. I changed the ingredients.
So now it won't come true.
Oh, God.
Wow. All right. I mean, the kid that plays Tate is... I think I've said this a couple different times before. I think he's one of the best child actors that we've seen in a show.
He's definitely up there.
He's really
definitely
good.
up there. I mean, Stranger Things has an entire cast of small children, so...
Used to.
Yeah, they're grown now.
They're all adults now.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean... His story and his conversations with Grandpa, I mean, it's just straight to the heart. Like, it just strikes you so hard. And it's just nice to have him back, getting this time out, camping with the fellas, doing the job, doing the work, getting just away where you hopefully don't have to think about what happened and you could be distracted and play with the horses and
hang out with Lloyd.
And I mean, Lloyd's amazing.
I love Lloyd.
He's so great. And it's like you get to experience this amazing scenery, and obviously something's gonna go down at some point. But this new threat now,
Providence,
with the suits arriving, I mean, this is okay. So this goes back to something that I had been saying multiple times for a while now. Watch out for Dan. I know he's gone. I know he's dead. But I'm pretty sure he was mentioned as a billionaire at some point in earlier seasons.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, I'm like, there's no way this dude is stupid enough for all of this just to fall apart. And obviously, he was constantly in over his head. When he actually was trying to involve himself with stuff, he was getting punked left and right. It didn't seem like he had any order or control of anything. But this, I knew there was going to be something else with this dude's character.
Yeah, so he sold his estate, essentially, is what I'm thinking.
Or something else, like somewhere in a will or some kind of document or trust or something. Like, I don't know any of that stuff. Something was put in place.
If it just happens that I die.
Right.
In my untimely death.
So it's like his estate now, and obviously correct us if we're wrong, but it feels like that's the situation now, to where it's not just him, but like this new company that Beth referenced, and she knew
biggest
exactly.
of the big.
Yeah, she knew exactly who they were.
I like how she's like, don't tell Dad.
Yeah.
Immediately tells Dad.
The idea that this is now what they're dealing with feels really big.
Yeah.
And the fact that even Thomas is dealing with stuff.
Yeah.
And it's beyond anything that he just saw, like the cease and desist, and was like, you have no jurisdiction. And then we realized who it was, like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like maybe there is an issue here. And then the fact that dude was like, he has a cool name, by the way. I forget
Ellis Steele.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool name. He was like, you sure you don't want to talk with your lawyer? Because you could do all this stuff that sounded bad.
There used to be a trashy romance novel.
Really?
Yeah, her name was Danielle Steele. Not that I've read them. I'm just saying.
Yeah. This new threat feels interesting. And again, it kind of goes back to the whole idea that I knew Dan wasn't just him. I guess was kind of always my point. I always felt like there was more
backup plan going on.
I always felt like there was more to who he presented himself to be. And obviously, I don't know if this was something that he invoked as he like realized how fucking dangerous this shit is. Was it after they friggin' hung him? Was it after he learned how to shoot a gun? Like, how far back did this plan go into place? Because it feels like it was something that he was very aware of potentially.
Yeah.
So we'll see where that goes. But it feels like the new land threat.
Yeah, that's what I'm excited to see how this all plays out and who exactly is going to be hurt. But because Thomas and John, like, they have to come together, right?
Oh, I mean, it feels like another one of those, like, your enemy is my enemy type of
type
of thing.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend is what it's supposed to be. I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, but like,
we're not friends, bitch.
They're still enemies, but now there's another third party that's going to bring some potential chaos to the situation.
So maybe one day Thomas and John could like collaborate and like be nice to each other.
I mean, even Thomas's right hand dude was like, I actually went to battle with him, and he was honorable in moments that a lot of people wouldn't be. So he kind of even threw out the idea that like John's not really the dude that you might think he is, but also it's like
he's not some ruthless killer.
The problem is, and it goes back to a very common saying, like, it's not personal, this is business.
Yeah.
So like Thomas, obviously it is personal to Thomas because the land, his people, the history, all that stuff, like it's very personal to him, but between him and John, it doesn't have to be like a personal thing. He could still respect the man and still go about doing what he feels he needs to do for him and his people. So it's like, it's more business in a sense when it comes to that aspect of it. But again, obviously there's a lot of personal because of the history. But like learning more about John and realizing who he is and the fact that you sent your own dude to go to war with him and everyone came out and survived that, and now dude has a different outlook on who John Dutton is, I think was really interesting. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I feel like things are going to continue to pop up that almost force Thomas and John to be on the same page. They be
That's
like
what
more
I'm
here
thinking.
than here because again, you keep talking about it. The land is absolutely gorgeous. And I don't know who that fisherman is. I feel like that dude's going to come into play for sure.
I think we're going to have a problem with dimples.
For sure. Like he had like double dimples. Is that normal?
I don't know.
Is that normal?
You have one. One of our babies has one.
That's right. That one right there. Yeah. Like it's...
Oh my God,
but like,
shut up.
His immediate like smooth talk to Beth.
Can't get out.
Like,
trespassed and go to stay here.
The fact that she just is so quick with her shit talk. It's so
like, it's
entertaining.
not an insult if I don't understand it. She's like, that's not.
It's not how it works. Like, I love her interactions with people. She is so entertaining.
She feels a little softer though. I feel like she would have gone absolutely like flipped her shit normally.
Been through some things lately.
And that was really nice with the girl in the convenience store.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think because Beth's job is to buy as much land as possible, it feels like a situation that their paths are going to cross again in terms of her trying to buy more land potentially. But yeah, I mean, the whole show, like at its like overarching storyline is about the land and ownership and taking over, taking back, all that stuff, maneuvering. Like it's like a big chessboard where everyone's trying to just position themselves into these spots to give themselves as much of an upper hand as possible. Obviously, I don't think Thomas's overall goal is ever going to go away.
No.
I don't think it is.
No, he has a bigger picture. Yeah.
There's detours that they keep running into where they need to partner up and
call those side quests.
Basically, yes. So I feel like a lot of that's just going to keep rolling through, and I just don't see Thomas stopping his overall plan and just continue to try to like battle these side quests and take them out, get those wins, and then get back on track. I feel like that's his mindset.
You think John Dutton is the back on track?
I mean, no, because he wants to.
John.
Well, yeah, for sure. Like that whole conflict for sure is like that's definitely the back on track. I feel like, but I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how all this plays out, because I thought it was really interesting, the strategy of John going in and just basically giving those folks everything that they wanted in terms of him stepping down, because national story, all these people died, and because it was his grandson, it's like, that doesn't look like just straight law enforcement doing their job. It looks like a vendetta, like a plan was set out to go kill these people, it's like, damn right it was. Like, anyone who was holding my grandson, yeah, they're all gonna die.
Word.
But obviously in the political world, that doesn't fly. You can't do that.
You can't just do whatever you want.
So him appointing Jamie to that role, and by the way, I'm gonna mention it again, I just loved the very quick conversation with Casey, where he's like, that's just not me, dude. Like, that role, I like appreciate you putting me there, but that's not me. I told you I was going to help you run this place, and I'm sorry. And then him just accepting that. His son. Like, I know who you are. Don't ever apologize for that. What do you think, Jamie? Do you have a prediction? Do you think Jamie's going to stay squeaky clean for John?
There's still a baby. There's still a baby.
That whole storyline is interesting. Plus, the murder is still out there. Walker's still out there. So, like, I don't know if that's
and
a
what
closed
the fuck
case.
happened to Avery?
She just bounced.
leaves.
Yeah, she bounced.
I'm supposed to be okay with that? Everybody's okay with that?
I mean, actors have things that...
No, I know, but where's the story?
That's the story, is off camera, just by, basically. But yeah, I mean, that happens often. But yeah, I feel like there's still a lot of things that have been planted through the first 2 seasons that I feel like are going to start growing and becoming problems now, where, I mean, it depends on which conflict pops up. I don't feel like the murder of the reporter is done. I don't feel like that's a closed case. It might be, because again, they picked a location that has common accidents. But again, having what's her name saying that she's pregnant with Jamie's kid, and her fear that something's going to happen to her as a result of what happened to the reporter. Like, there's still a lot of stuff at play here. And I'm wondering if Jamie's going to just stay clean and follow what Dad said. And
he better.
I mean, I don't think again, I said it during the episode, I don't think it's like a figurative, oh, you're dead to me, son. Like, they will take him to the train station and he will be dead. So, I don't know. I thought that was a really interesting start to season 3. I thought it was a good foundation setter. They introduced the new character, a potential new land threat. I think there's going to be obviously more to build off of. The Tate storyline continues to be just heartbreaking, but again, very happy to have him back home. Yeah. Obviously, everything with Monica, her students, living on the ranch, all that stuff, the conflicts. So, yeah, we'll see where it all goes, but good start. Any other thoughts? Yeah. All right, y'all. You guys leave all your comments down below. Don't forget, what do you guys want to be called? It's season 3 now. It's about time that we give the fans of this show and those that watch our channel a nickname. So drop them down below. We'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.